weather's crap here, and Wayne didn't want to drive in it, and I'm like, you know what? I don't blame you. So he's gonna come tomorrow. And then Romaine is coming tomorrow too, so we'll have a poet and a trumpeter. Yay! And of course all of you. How's it going? Happy, what's today, Wednesday? Yes, so I had a really nice day at the beach yesterday. Hey Monty! It was so necessary, and the girls had a good time, I think, too. I'm never alone, it's true. This is true, not even in the bathroom. It's either the dog or a child. It's true. Hey, Mad. Yeah, I was totally expecting to have Wayne here, but yeah. I mean, he texted, you know, maybe around noon, which is totally cool. And we'll be here tomorrow. So. Hey, Monty. Hey, Tracy. Emily, if you're there. Yeah, happy Wednesday. All right, did y'all see that video of Frankie climbing the rope? It was incredible. I mean, it was so funny because the first time she did it, like, she came back and she was all shaking, and I was like, wow. And then this other little boy tried it. He got halfway up, and people were applauding for him, and she was like, boy, please. Went like this and got on that thing and went all the way up to the top and then tapped it and looked around and then swirled down. I was like, ham. Yeah, Frankie rocks. Straight up. Yes. All right. Y'all ready to sing? Hey, Jimmy. Hey, Rachel. How is everybody doing on this wet, wet Wednesday in a series of rain-filled days? I know we need it, but it's always too much. It's either feast or famine, drought or flood. You know, there's never an in-between out here, the Wild Wild West. Hey, Shani, what's up, girl? How you doing? Y'all ready to sing? I'm ready to sing. I'm always ready to sing. Thanks, Shani. You're amazing. I think we're okay. It's supposed to rain again tonight, so, you know, I got Mr. Mel on call. Yeah, seriously. You know, here in the money pit. But you know what? I'm so grateful to have a home. Yeah, somewhere that's big enough for all of us to be comfortable, you know, all of that. Yeah, the next thing is going back east to get my stuff out of storage, which is a whole other saga. Whew. Yes, COVID has been, not so kind, but whatever. Anyway, you know what? I'm not complaining. We got an hour of no complaints, no regrets, no sense, no filter, all of that. All right, you ready? I promised that I never would leave you. It's funny how the seasons change, and the more that I try to forget you, it's funny how things stay the same. Without a rhyme or reason, when I look into your eyes, I know that I found forever. No hiding, no disguises. Reunion of souls, a mind of space. Over time, every place I look and I see your smiling face. Everywhere, constant reminder of everything I want to be. Who I am and how with you I can be free. I can be free. Hey Hannah, what's up, girl? It's amazing what the soul can remember, no matter what the day or time or the appointed hour. All I know is your soul and mine are so joyful together. It's as if we found the perfect way being together. all it takes. Close your eyes, don't get discouraged. Spread your wings and just let the winds of change blow free. Just believe they won't do if you dare to close your eyes and so free. Hey Michelle, hey Deborah, I'm so proud of you. Congratulations. Please feel free to put any kind of advertising on my page for your book, please. Yes, I want to support you. Yes. I'm Mike Johnson. We need more people bringing the light into the world right now. Seriously, right? All right, y'all free? Who's free? Who's free out there? Okay. Who's almost free? Maybe just cheap. I'm just kidding. My soul is free, free. My soul is free, free. My soul is free. My heart's free. My mind's free. My feet are free for this hour. I'm right most of the time. I know that's right. Yes. Okay, where's Miss Eleanor? I didn't talk to her today. Yes, sometimes I'm, Woo! Yes. This is our check-in place, though. If one of you are not here, I'm like, okay, must check in. Yes. All right. Terry's not here either. Okay, but it's okay. Anyway, you chatted with her a little. I just want to say, right? The thing I love, there are many things that I love about this show, seriously, and this community that is built up around this show. What I really love is how y'all check in on each other. And it's funny because some of you have never seen each other, which, you all come from these very different parts of my life. And my dream, my whole life was like, I want all the people that I know and love to know and love each other. And here we are. It's absolutely amazing and delightful and magical and all of that. Okay. South of her, okay. So Wayne was supposed to come. He decided not to come because the weather is horrible. Yes, it's raining between here and there. We're under some sort of winter storm warning. Okay, last week on the thing it said 100% chance of snow, which, okay. Last year they psyched me out and I got all excited and then, it didn't because it's here. We got about 20 minutes of, snow-ish. Yes. Anyway. Yeah, I agree, Mike Johnson. So, listen, whenever you guys figure it out and because Terry's coming too at some point. So the three of you should talk and figure it out and, come in some sort of group so nobody's doing all the driving and all. Yeah, there she is. Hey, Miss Eleanor. How you doing? Okay. All right, the weather's good. Okay, good. Well, it's still raining here. I know. Anyway. Rain, go away. We'll dance in the moonlight at the end of the day till the storms of life that darken our days give way to the new morning sun. I feel a flicker of fear in my heart when the clouds start to gather and the first raindrops start to fall on my face, and I'm brought to my knees and the sunlight returns to the sky. Rain, go away. We'll dance in the moonlight at the end of the day till the storms of life that darken our days give way to the new morning sun. Out in the desert, my soul met the sky, and I stood next to people on land cracked and dry, and suddenly rain fell. We were soaked to our skin, and we danced till the clouds parted again. Plug pulled out. Sorry. Light is the calling to the darkness. Drought is the call. The dark and our days give way to the new morning sun. Joy comes in the morning, love comes in the afternoons, nights are meant for dreaming, and love is always coming soon. Rain, rain, go away, we'll dance in the moonlight at the end of the day till the storms subside. The dark in our days give way to the new morning sun. Give way to the new morning sun. Yeah, so you know how it goes. We pray for rain, then we pray for it to stop. It's like, can we just enough, not too much, right? Not all 3 years of drought in one day. All right, so how are we doing? Like, how are we really doing? Everybody had good holidays, and everybody's feeling okay, right? Yeah. Anybody just super grateful to be here? I'm just super grateful to be here and to be able to take care of these children and be healthy and be here with you. And yeah, just being, right? The little things, the simple things. No one knows me like the piano in my parents' home. You would show me I had something some people call a soul. And you dropped out the sky, oh, right when I was 3 years old. No one knows me like the piano in my parents' home. You know I flew the nest, and you knew I won't be long. And in my chest, you know me best, and you know I was always coming home. An angel by her side all the times I knew I couldn't cope. They said that it's her time, no tears in sight. I kept my feelings close. And you took hold of me and never let me go. And no one knows me like the piano in my mama's home. Like the piano in my daddy's home. No one knows me like this piano in my parents' home. Actually, no, the piano was here when I was born. I started playing when I was 2.5, you know, pretty much as soon as hey, Romaine. Romaine is joining us tomorrow. I'm so excited about having you. And actually, girl, so Wayne is coming tomorrow too on trumpet because the weather was nuts. So it'll just be, you know, great. I'm super excited. Yeah, I didn't write that song. I wish that I did. I certainly, yeah, that song just, the first time I heard it, it stopped me in my tracks. There's this beautiful, beautiful skater. He's Nigerian and Russian. His name is Elaj Balde. And I saw him skating and I was like, because somebody had said this is what gratitude looks like. And he's so extraordinarily beautiful. And the way that he feels and hears the music, yeah. I mean, I changed some of the words, but 2.5 just doesn't quite sit well. But I totally got, like, the first time I heard it, I was like, this is totally my story. Like, it's totally my story. And I think I heard it on accident. Nobody sent it to me. I think I was learning, is that true? No, you know what? I think John sent it to me because I was learning, yeah, that one too. And so they were there together and I was just like, whew, wow. So, you know, the power of music, the power of healing, and, you know, sometimes we hear our own stories. I mean, I often hear songs and I'm like, damn, I wish I had written that. That's a really great one. And that's one of those that's really, really close to my heart, and I definitely feel it. Yeah. I may not always love you, as long as there are stars above you. You never need to doubt it. I'll make you so sure about it. God only knows what I'd be without you. God only knows what I'd be without you. I may not always need you. The world would still go on, believe me. The world could show nothing to me. And what good would living do me? God only knows what I'd be without you. 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 It's another one that I just love. And I remember that song from my child. You know, growing up out here, you heard the Beach Boys, you heard Stevie Wonder, and that's really what I was listening to. I mean, of course, the Jacksons, and you know, my dad was a jazz musician, so I was listening to tons of jazz and classical because that's what I played. But yeah, I love that one. So, you know, and I think I told y'all, you know, I've been thinking about my dear friend Peter Brown, who has left this plane, and you know, it's funny, like I hear his voice in my head, and he had this just unbelievably sweet and beautiful voice. Hey Marvin, how's it going? And yeah, you know, so I had picked out all these songs that he used to sing that I love, and so I'm gonna do this one because I meant to do it the other night and I didn't, and I don't know why. I think I got caught up as usual, you know. Mine immaculate skin, made breath and skin, I've been waiting signed with a home tattoo. Happy birthday to you was created for you. Can't ever keep from falling apart at the seams. I cannot believe you're taking my heart to pieces. Oh, it'll take a little time, might take a little crime to come undone. Now we'll try, stay blind to the heart and feel outside. Hey child, stay wilder than the wind and blow me into crime. Who do you need? Who do you love when you come undone? Who do you need? Who do you want when you come undone? Words playing me deja vu like a radio tune. I swear I have heard before. Chills, is it something real or the magic I'm feeling off your fingers? I cannot forgive from falling apart at the seams. Cannot believe you're taking my heart to pieces. Lost in a snow-filled sky, we'll make it alright. We'll come undone. Now we'll try to stay blind to the hope and fear outside. Hey child, stay wilder than the wind and blow me into crime. Who do you need? Who do you love when you come undone? Who do you need? Who do you love when you come undone? He did. Cannot forgive from falling apart. Cannot forgive from falling apart to pieces. Who do you need? Who do you love when you come undone? Who do you need? Who do you love when you come undone? So that is Duran Duran, Come Undone. Such a great song, and such a Peter song to sing. Like he killed that song. Like you didn't even recognize the original. It was so good. It was like, oh my God, this is so good. Yeah, he did a lot of Seal, and actually he got a deal around the same, well, he was working on getting a deal around the same time as Seal, and they chose Seal instead, you know, but Peter is just this massive talent and this massive heart. Like, he's just a walking heart, and his wife, same. They're just, like, you meet him and you're just like, oh my God, can people actually be this nice and complete and kind and all of that, just in tune with everything that's good. So that, let's see. Ba-da-ba-da-da, ba-da. change the chair, you think it's alright. I'm not afraid, I have no shame. When you make a change, the world will elevate you. And if I told you then that I could fly, a violet unicorn to me, that's alright. I understand, I need a change. When you make that change, the world will elevate you. When you make the change, the world will see it's alright. Ba-da-ba-da-da, ba-da-ba-da. And if I told you then that I could cry, would you take my tears and watch the sunrise? A man afraid has no shame. So when you take my tears, don't look to see I'm alright. When you take those tears, don't look to see I'm alright. How can I tell you? How can I explain? I want your love. I need a change. Ba-da-ba-da-da, ba-da-ba-da. Ba-da-ba-da-da, ba-da-da-da. And I compare you to a kiss from a rose on the grave. The more I get of you, the stranger it feels, yeah. Now that your rose is in bloom, the light, it's the gloom on the grave. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Used to be a great tower, alone in the sea. You became the light on the dark side of me. Love remained the high with the drug, not the pill. Did you know my eyes become large and the light that you shine can't be seen? Baby, and I compare you to a kiss from a rose on the grave. Ooh, the more I get of you, the stranger it feels. Yeah, now that your rose is in bloom, the light is the tomb on the grave. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Hey, Aunt Jean. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay, well, you know what? I've been thinking about doing an app where I just talk and put people to sleep. You know, because so many people say they have trouble sleeping. I personally, I have trouble getting in the bed. That's my issue. Like I'm afraid I'm gonna just miss something. No, you know what, Dennis? I was thinking about that song today. It was the piano song. It was on my brain because seriously, I hadn't heard it in a long time, and it just kind of popped in, and I was like, I should do that because it's such an intimate song, and the actual record. So it's by this guy Sampha, Sampha, and it sounds like he probably did actually record it on his mother's piano because it's slightly out of tune, and you can tell the piano is really seasoned, and it has a sound that you just don't hear in, you know, the studios today that are just, it's so compressed, and there's none of that. It's just the raw beauty of his voice and the vocal, and I mean the lyrics are just stunning. I mean, it was one of those where I immediately just it caught me so off guard, and I just started weeping. You know, I think, well, I don't know if y'all do this, but I often have this reservoir of tears because I just don't have time. I don't have time to cry. I don't have time to have a meltdown. You know, listen, I got 3 kids. Like, I don't have time to have a meltdown or cry or whatever. You know, so I'm like, okay, well, I'm just gonna save it up. So, you know, you save it up. You got the little abacus, and you're like, okay. And you know, by the time you get to bead 9.5, and you just, there's nothing you can do. And I was at that point, and it just broke the dam. And they weren't necessarily tears of sadness or joy. It was just this catharsis, this being able to weep openly, you know. And it's funny that you just popped on, girl, because, you know, like for me, so when I wrote Cherry, it's funny, like I wrote that song about a friend who was dying, and I went to go visit her, and she had a 10-year-old son at the time, and like now that, you know, I have a 9-year-old, I can't even imagine what that conversation was like. But I said, well, are you ready? She's like, yeah, I'm totally ready to go, except for him, right? And so I wrote the song, and, you know, I performed it. And then when my dad was ill, somebody requested for me to do it. And I got about halfway through, and I was just like, I couldn't do it anymore. I couldn't move. And so, you know, the meaning shifted. And then I got to the point where I could play it again, and then my mom. And I thought it was fine. You know, I did this party here at the house for my mom, and, you know, Nietza was like, hey girl, could you play Cherry? I was like, sure. I got about halfway through, and my soul was just weeping. I couldn't finish. I just couldn't. I was done. I was like, okay, I gotta go upstairs and just gather myself, you know. But yeah, I mean, I think oftentimes we don't have the time to just have a good cry. Exactly, Karen. Yes, just letting go. That whole, like, it's such an ocean of relief and a feeling of relief. Hi, beautiful. Hi, Matefa. How you doing? You know, I feel like I'm writing now too. You know, like yesterday, a song woke me up. And, you know, scrambling to get it, you know, and just record it. I mean, that's my thing now. I don't, this takes too long. I don't have time for that. The songs usually come completely, you know, and then I just shape them. And so, you know, I sat yesterday and recorded, and then, yeah, you know what? Yeah, Matt, totally. But yeah, so I came running downstairs yesterday morning, and Frankie came down, and I was like, no, you can't talk to me right now. The music's here. You can't, You know, and she's so good. She sat patiently, and she waited, and, you know, just sort of watched. And, you know, it really only took a few minutes. Like, I haven't listened back to it, but it felt like a very, very complete thought about, well, here you go. I think I said something the other day about them still being in the room, right? And, you know, I talk often about the veil being thin, right? Because the veil is very thin. And, you know, our loved ones, it seems, are just right there, always. Years ago when I was young, I mean, probably at Fisk, I had this dream of, you know, walking up to a cemetery. And on the other side, there were these beautiful people, right? And, you know, clearly ancestors, and there was a chain link fence. So I could clearly see them. But they were sort of gauzy, and that memory sticks with me, just, you know, of being on, just being on the other side, and, you know, being so close. And I think with children, you know, they're much closer. So they sometimes they don't, you know, until they're about 5, they don't really censor. They don't really see that there is a difference, right? And they can't talk, you know, they don't communicate as well. So but I think it's still there. And so, you know, just all of that, and just being in contact. But yeah, Karen, you're so funny. But yeah, I mean, yeah, and I get something. I get that, because this has always been a coping mechanism. This is where, like, my sadness and my angst lives. This is where I put that, right? And, you know, my mom used to be like, why are all your song's so melancholy? And she's like, are you sad? Are you depressed? And I'm like, no, I have a place to put that, right? So that I put that in the bag, and then I walk away, and I can function and live, you know, because as human beings, I also think that we are, instead of encouraging to really just, here we go, lean in and, you know, really have these feelings and live with them, right? We do things to dull the pain, right? We don't just deal with it. We, you know, abuse, whatever, substance abuse, whatever, sleeping all the time, all of that, right? And sometimes you just gotta, you know, there's no way through it but through it. There's no way through it but through it, right? And this last 2 years, well, you know, this has been going on for a minute, right? And, you know, the whole death thing is like, it's gonna happen. You know it's gonna happen as soon as you're born. You may not know when, but you know it's gonna happen, right? And so it's gonna happen to everybody around you. My dad used to say everybody wants to go to heaven, but nobody wants to die. And he would also say nobody's getting out alive. Truth. So, you know, what you have is the time between when you come here and when you leave. You don't know what that is, but you have a number of breaths that you take, and then it's done, right? So he was always like, well, what are you gonna do with this? Yo, what are you gonna do with this? What are you gonna do to make this count? You get to choose every day. Those mistakes you made yesterday, that's yesterday. So you have no excuse, because you have a whole new day. You have a whole new moment. You have a whole new life. You have a whole, every day is like a microcosm of life. It happens, you know, every moment, right? Every moment you have the chance to do something different. And sometimes I think we get so caught up in what we want to do and chasing something, instead of just sitting in this moment and saying, oh, you know, when I lose 50 pounds, I'm going to be a better person. Oh, when I have $1 million, I'm going to be a better person. You're going to be the same person, right? You just happen to have money. And, you know, people are like, oh, well, money doesn't buy everything, and it doesn't buy happiness. Okay, listen, I know where to shop, right? Seriously. However, you know, because money for me buys travel. That's what I love, and that makes me happy, right? But yes, it's about being, right? You know, and I remember Carla Duran, who's this incredible friend of mine, who's, you know, Broadway artist, but also she did this album, and she had this song called Be Love. And I was like, be love? What the? And then I was like, oh, be love. Not beloved, not be loving, be love. Be the noun love. Just be, whatever it is you're doing, be love. Life-changing, life-affirming, right? Because sometimes you just need to hear it voiced a certain way to really get the concept. And I got the concept. And then watching her also in her being, totally love. You know, and that's the thing that I know about most of you, right? Especially the ones of you that I've spent any time with, because here's the thing. I don't waste time with people that I don't love. I don't do that shit. That to me is wasted time, wasted energy, right? And there's so many people in the world that you can love, and so many things that you can love, and, you know, so much air that you can breathe. And who needs to be sitting up thinking about hurting and grief? I mean, it's there, and it's gonna be there. But you better find that joy to balance it out as well, right? I'm just saying. So what do we do? What do we do? Lean into love. Begin to love. Love can continue when you just remember to fight for the thing that brings joy and contentment. Kill the resentment. Lay down your guns and surrender. Arm yourself for the fight of your life. Lean in. Lean in, lean in. Here's to the bad ones, the dreamers, the bad ones, sometimes sad ones, who get up anyway every day. Here's to the lovers, sisters, the brothers who fight to live right, be the light in the darkness. The angels among us get wrong but still love us. Bring it to love. Begin to love. Love will continue when you just remember to fight for the thing that brings joy and contentment. Kill the resentment, lay down your guns and surrender. Arm yourself for the fight of your life. And lean in, lean in, lean in. Here's to the warriors, the wanderers, the philosophers, those that pray in deep silence for peace and abundance, for those who are living in dark. Here's to the mad ones, the bad ones, the ones who will fight for the truth, the ones who remember and cherish their youth, the ones who had a bad day but open a door anyway and smile as they do. This one's for you, the madmen and dreamers too. Lean into love, begin to love. Love will continue when you just remember to fight for the thing that brings joy and contentment. Kill the resentment, lay down your guns and surrender. Arm yourself for the fight of your life. 'Cause every day we try to fight to keep from going under. Every day to save our souls. Turn your eyes into the mad ones and the dreamers. Watch the magic unfold. Lean in, lean in, lean in. Give in to the feelings that once sent you reeling in search of another instead of within. Lean into love. I mean, how many times do we try to find our happiness in someone else or something else? And it's really about the joy within, right? The joy that we walk with. That's the deal. That's the real deal. Hey, Tatiana. Give in, right? Surrender. You may as well. Lean into love. Begin to love. Love will continue if you just remember to fight for the thing that brings joy and contentment. Kill the resentment, lay down your gun, surrender. Arm yourself for the fight of your life. Lean in, lean in, lean in, lean in. Typical life, scripted role or a trophy wife. All I ever wanted was to be left alone. See, my bed's made up at night, 'cause in my dreams I roll, just trying to find my way back home. So many reasons why don't belong here, but now that I am, without fear, I am gonna conquer with no fear till I find my way back home. Find my way back home. Most people in this world are born dead, but I was born alive. I was born with this dream outside my head that I could find my way back home. 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 Tough, if you're talking about lean in, all me. When was that, y'all? Was that last week? Yeah, it's new. Super, super new. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so you still there, girl? You still there? You're welcome. Yeah, you know, and I've talked about this before too, you know. Yes, it is also, it is about finding our way home, right? But it's also about walking each other home. That's our job, right? That's why I mean, in my opinion, my humble opinion, I think we are here to walk each other home. And again, you know, what can happen on a walk home? Sweet goodnight kiss, you know, beautiful lyrics, poetry, love, fight, whatever, right? But again, we decide that, right? We decide. Whatever it is you want, you decide, and there it is. I was talking to Preston the other day and just mentioning to him, you know, every word you say, right? Every single word you say, every thought you say, right? The universe is conspiring to get you what it is you want, right? Or what you say you want. And even what you don't want, because whatever you say is. I mean, we are powerful beings, right? You know, I love Genesis when, you know, it says we were created in his image. So whatever you are, you know, whatever you are, it's part of the whole, part of the universe, part of God, part of the great I am, whatever you want to call it, you know, whatever you want to call it, we are all part of it. We are all part of each other, right? Just, you know, my 2 cents. Yeah, this is what I think about, you know, when I wake up at 3 a.m. sometimes, you know, and it's funny, like my phone is close by, so I take it and I, you know, write, post, and then I wake up and I'm like, really? Is that what we're doing at 3 a.m.? Like, is this what we're thinking? You know, because the rest of the time I'm shallow, right? You remember the song, yeah. Right. But, you know, we're all part of this God consciousness, and I think we are all coming into that. And I think it's coincidence that we find each other? Nope. Do I think somewhere in between lives we planned this? Probably. I mean, I certainly know that if there was any group of people that I would want to be with, it would certainly be y'all. Seriously. Listen, Motefa, it's happening. Like, everything is happening right now. I go through these moments where I feel like I'm not doing enough, right? Like I'm some sort of slouch. And yeah, I mean, and I've had friends be like, "Are you insane right now? Do you realize how much you're doing?" But it never, I don't know, it never feels like enough, right? And I don't mean that in a bad way. I just always want to do more, right? I feel like, you know, I have this time here, I've been given these gifts and I want to use them all. Like, I want to get to heaven and be like, I used it all. I used all of my talents, and maybe some of somebody else's, like I stole them. Seriously. I don't want to again, you know, the whole no regrets thing. Like, I don't want any of that. I don't want any of it. I don't want any regrets. I don't want any, oh my God, I wish, what if I should have gone to, you know, and I remember, okay, I know I'm talking a lot, but listen. So I went to Martinique, right? I went to Martinique when I was at Howard with the band, and there was a power outage, right? And they were like, "You have to stay." And I was like, "No, I have to get back to work." And I was like, "Okay, can I just tell you, I don't even remember what job I was working, right?" I mean, the beautiful thing was we couldn't get off the island. We were stuck in Martinique. And if any of you have been to Martinique, people from Martinique are the most beautiful. I mean, I was walking down the street with my mouth like, they're the most beautiful. They're just beautiful. I mean, there's no other way to say it. They're just beautiful, right? And they speak French, and it's like, let me close my eyes and stop listening to you because I will get myself in so much trouble. Just beautiful. But, you know, just having to be there and thinking about that. And so now, and it happens over and over. I'll be somewhere and I'll be like, no, I have to get back to work. And then I'm like, or like as happened 3 years ago, I was with my friend and his wife and it snowed and I was like, or I could just wait a day and stay here, you know, and have a snow day and movies and sit here with y'all and your kids and your cats. And yeah, I mean, sometimes I think I forget to live. You know, I'm so busy thinking about work and what has to be done and how much I have to get done and how much I, you know, have to make in order to support the children. Right. But I also have these moments where I'm like, remember when God failed you? Like, remember when the universe failed you and you had nothing? And then I go, nope. Because whatever I didn't have, I wasn't supposed to have. And whatever I was supposed to have was waiting right around the corner, and I wasn't ready for it, right? And you have to sort of clear that path. You have to be really clear about what it is that you want, what you speak into existence, what you say about yourself, and where you are. And that clarity, for me, has helped so much, right? You know, and I forget what the saying is, but it's like, well, what if you give up right now? And that thing is there for you. It was going to happen tomorrow, but now that you've given up, you've given yourself a setback because you start doubting. And you know, it's funny, the people who, you know, often are not nearly as talented work so much harder because they have to. And sometimes you forget and you're like, oh my God, I'm panicky. I'm not gonna get what I have, but you have everything that you need. This is what I have learned. I have everything that I need. Everything comes when it's supposed to. And sometimes, you know, you like, financially, sometimes you're like, how is this gonna work? How? And in that, you know, 11th hour, 11th and a half hour, 11th and 59 seconds, you know, that part. And then it happens. And then you know, but we forget, you know, in between, we forget about the small miracles. We forget, right? But I think for me, I start with thinking about what a miracle breath is and what goes into that, right? Because your heart has to beat a certain way. Your brain has to think a certain way. Hey, Auntie Ollie, how you doing? In order for you to breathe, everything in your body has to be functioning, right? And when you think about all of those little things that make a body and a soul, right? It's miraculous. So, whether you think you're having miracles every day, you're having miracles every day because you know what? Waking up and having a clear mind and being able to walk to the bathroom, do what you have to do, and walk out, that in and of itself is a miracle. So anytime you think that you're not a miracle, take a deep breath, right? Just stop, take a deep breath. I mean, I am learning to stop. You know, I didn't know that I didn't think that I was type A. I still don't, because I have family members who are type A's, right? And I was explaining this to one of my friends and she was like, girl, shut up. Just go sit down somewhere. And she's like, oh no, you can't. You know why? And I was like, okay, stop talking to me, right? But there's so much, hey Scotty, what's up? I did all your songs today. You have to listen. Anyway, yeah, I mean, but just anytime you are stressed or frustrated or thinking that your life is not what you want it to be, I want you to take a deep breath, stop, and say, I'm a miracle. That's okay. You can always watch it again. You know, listen, you don't have to, it's funny you guys are always like, oh my God, I'm late. You're not late. You came just when you were supposed to. You know what? Because you can go back tonight and watch this when it's late and you can't sleep and you need to and you want to hear me talking about stuff. Yeah, here we are talking about stuff again. Yeah. So, yes. So I got to go to the beach for a day, right? And you know, yesterday I spent with the kids, and again, I don't know if y'all saw, you know, the whole Frankie on the rope thing, but that was mystical, magical. That little, I couldn't believe it. I was like, yes. So that was, you know, for the kids. But I went walking this morning by myself early, and I sat on the bench and just looked at the ocean for a while, did a little bit of writing and a little bit of thinking and a lot of breathing. And little Debbie is the devil. She is the devil's daughter. I'm just telling you. Be careful. Watch yourself. Frankie on the rope was amazing. Yeah, and I mean, the first time she did, I was like, and then she came over and, you know, she was hugging me and she's like, I'm so tired. Until that other little boy tried, and then she was like, no, little boy, you will not. I'm going to go to the top and I'm going to tap it, and then I'm going to spiral down as I'm waving to my people. Seriously. Anyway, and see, you know, that little girl, she still believes, right? I know she's little. She hasn't had a ton of life. Well, she's had more than some, but we all take it for granted, right? We all take it for granted that you sleep, you wake up, you breathe, you eat, all of your, hey Maria, everything works together, right? So, just like you have to be careful about what you feed yourself, you have to be careful about the word, you know, careful about the words you say to yourself, right? I mean, I am magic goes a long way. That goes a long way. I'm beautiful goes a long way. I am light goes a long way, right? Light, being the light, traveling light, feeling light, the lightness of letting go of all that shit that's holding you down that you can't move anywhere else with, right? I mean, can't fly, shit's holding you down. All right. Oh, Nyetsa, I was gonna do this for you. I hope you're still there. He realized that she was new to love, naive in every way. Every schoolgirl's fantasy he was, that's why he had to wait. If he poured his heart into a glass, then offered it like wine, she could drink and be back in time for the morning papers. They could take a walk down the ocean side, make a wish on every way. They could find a carousel and ride, or kiss in every cave. They could contemplate the entire universe, or just one star, or just how far was the walk for the morning paper. Why is age more than a number when it comes to love? Should we ask the ones who speculate when they don't know what it's made of? Should we ask the moonlight in your face, or the raindrops in your hair? Or should we ask the man who wrote it in the morning papers? La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. All right, y'all. I know I talk most of the night away. Anyway, forgive me. Yes, tomorrow. I'm so excited. So we're gonna have the beautiful Romaine here doing poetry, the wonderful Wayne, and I'm hoping he's gonna bring his lovely wife tomorrow. Yes, yes. Yeah, the morning paper is right. Don't use that magical, mysterious, intoxicating, joy, fantastic, fascinating word called love unless you love me to the nines. This is the only word, and I bet I've been dreaming. Okay, I know. It's 6 o'clock. Can you, I mean, and okay. It's not like I ever start late. We start right on time. I don't even know. I don't even know. Hi, Wanda. Yeah, tune in tomorrow. Romaine is wonderful. I don't know what she's doing. I don't know if she's gonna read from her book, or if she's gonna make something up, or if she's just gonna, you know. And it doesn't even matter, right? Funny how time flies when you're having fun. All right, y'all. I cannot wait for tomorrow. It's going to be beautiful. Yes, and it's going to be just what you need. Because I said so. I love you too, Yvette. I miss you. All right. So, get some rest. Drink some water. Go outside tomorrow. Get some fresh air. Breathe. And just remember, you're a walking miracle. Every step you take is a miracle. Dennis. Every single one. Every breath. Every single one. Whether someone's watching or not. Just saying. Anyway. Yes. Hey, Maria, it's always good to see you. All right. I'm going to go now. But you know what to do. Walk in the light. Be the light. Travel light. Love the light, right? Because you're light. We are all light. We are light. We are light. We are miracles. We're light and miracles. Sunshine and light folks. Okay, that's it. That's all. That's the post. That's what I gotta say. All right. Good night. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow.